Okay, so the Lightning lose their third game in a row, losing this one 4-2 to the Buffalo Sabres. For the Sabres, this was their last game of the season. Should be noted, playing with nothing to lose, like literally nothing to lose. Last game of the season, not making the playoffs. It's done. The Lightning just having this game, and then on Wednesday they play the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, yes, we can talk about this game a little bit, but I think there's a bigger story to talk about here with the Lightning, and it's sort of momentum and detail. Momentum is a real thing. It's not just some made-up sports term. Momentum is a real thing. And you want to go into the playoffs, obviously, on a high note. Good momentum, good energy, team feeling ready, good to go, all that stuff. Is it the most important thing? No. We've seen teams have terrible ends to the regular seasons, make great runs in the NHL playoffs. It's definitely happened multiple times. But attention to detail. That is something I'd say in the game of hockey is more important than momentum. And the attention to detail was lacking tonight. It was. So it's kind of putting me in a rough mindset, trying to figure out where this team really is. Because we saw that month of March, even throughout April. The half of April that we've had, it looked really good. Even if you want to bring up like the loss to the Senators, the team looked good. They lost in a shootout. It is what it is. So I'm not terribly worried, even though we're on a 3-game losing streak. But this game, sort of concerning. So let's get into the game, and then we'll continue to talk on this, because there was a game that happened today. So in that first period, Buffalo came out higher energy, seemed more ready to go, and they scored first. It was Cousins on a rebound, and after that, the Lightning did get more into the game, and the momentum started to lean more towards their side. Plenty of good chances, making Comrie work. Vasilevsky did play today. I thought he would probably take today off and then come back Wednesday and then have that be his last game. But yeah, I do think he'll play Wednesday. But I just thought he would take today off, have a little bit more rest. But Vasi, he wants to play every game. So I'm sure if Cooper didn't force him not to play, he would. So even though the Lightning had all those chances for most of the first period, Comrie held it down. And he had a pretty good game. This was his first win since October, which is pretty insane to think about, especially given how well he did play. Pretty wild. But yeah, the period ended with a Lightning power play, and this is one of the talking points that we need to talk about. They didn't score to end the period, but the power play carried over into the second. They still didn't score. So the power play, 0 for 6 coming into tonight, and they had 2 power plays tonight, so 0 for 8. Hottest power play, best power play in the NHL throughout the entire season, now is at 0 for 8, going not into the playoffs, but going towards the playoffs. 1 more game left. Bad timing? I'd say so. Less than 5 minutes into that first period, though, Stamkos does get a pretty nice goal. That is from Kucherov, who made a really nice play, putting pressure on the defense. Good forecheck there. And Kucherov, that's his 99th assist of the season. Please get 100. Please get 100 Wednesday. Please. After that, the Lightning get another power play. You're like, okay, this is where the game is really going to tip into the Lightning's favor. And you know they can get away with this game, win this game against a team that they are much better than. But no. Shorthanded goal given up. Cousins gets his second of the game. That came from Greenway. And it's 2-1 Buffalo. Chanot has a slashing call that ends up getting killed off. But before the period does end, Greenway with just a shot right in front. Open net. Gergensons, Jost, on the assist, 3-1 going into the third period. In that third period, really, it was pretty tight checking. Buffalo played a pretty good third period. Lightning did get one goal from Eric Chernak, just nice slapper from the blue line on net. That goes in. You're like, okay, 3-2. 10 minutes left in the game. That's plenty of time for a team with this firepower. But right after that, bad giveaway, turnover in your own zone, attention to details matter. These are things that you absolutely 100% cannot do in the playoffs and win. Maybe they're getting it all out now. Buffalo takes advantage of it. Nice pass from Quinn to Benson. And that is that. 4-2 Buffalo. Lightning end up pulling Vasi later in the period. Get some shots on net. Comrie's there. Make some saves. And that's how the game ended. We have a emotional group of players on this team. And like I said at the beginning of this video, you want to see them on a high note going into the playoffs. Vasilevsky, emotional. Hedman can show emotion at times. Kucherov, very emotional. Vasilevsky, we saw him break his stick during this game, had to get a new stick. Kucherov, I saw him multiple times tonight skating around with his head down, just annoyed at a play. That's pretty normal for Kucherov, but you would just rather see the Lightning win this 4-2. Obviously, but just momentum purposes and seeing some better details. So that's something, even if we lose to Toronto, let's say 3-2. If it's a competitive game, a clean game, and Austin Matthews just scores 2 nice goals, and maybe Nylander gets a power play goal, okay, it's fine. But if there's turnovers and Kampf is scoring the goal or whatever it may be, that's going to be a little concerning going into the playoffs. So with how hot this team was over March, it's kind of weird to even talk about concerns. But come playoff time, these things really do truly matter. Steven Stamkos in this game got his 40th goal of the season, so another 40-goal season. Just a goal scorer, Steven Stamkos. Super happy for him. And like I already said, Kucherov, let's get that 100. Let's get that 100. Let me see if we can figure out what McKinnon is up to. Let me share my screen with you guys. There we go. So McKinnon does not play today. Does he play tomorrow? Does he play Wednesday? Am I tripping? Here he is. So is that their last game? It's got to be. So McKinnon at 137, Kucherov at 141. Got 1 assist tonight, so 142. Over the last few years, the person that wins the Art Ross has won the Hart pretty often, so I like Kucherov's chances, but having that 100-point milestone, that's big time. That is very rare territory you're getting into with Nikita Kucherov right there, 100 assists. So I think that might put it in the bag for him, honestly. The fact that he's been involved in 50% of this team's goals throughout the season, how is he not the most valuable player to his team? How? But yeah, different type of video, not necessarily a game recap. Just some talking points going into the playoffs, because I think it's a discussion that needs to be had. I'm not saying, oh my God, the Lightning are going to lose in the first round because they lost 4-2 in a sloppy game against the Buffalo Sabres. Don't do that, okay? Do not overreact to one game of 82. They've looked a lot better over the last month and a half than they have this. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Coming up to the playoffs here. Hope to see some growth for my channel, build this Lightning community, build this Tampa sports community. So please like and subscribe. Much appreciated. All engagement is appreciated. So everyone who does, give me likes, give me views, subscribes, comments. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Go Bolts. See you Wednesday for the final game of the season. Regular season.